Hello and welcome to another episode of Beyond the Boundary. Today, joining us is someone really special. So let's welcome her, Beth Mooney. Hello, Beth. How are you doing?
Good, thanks. Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good too. So, how's the vibe there in England? We saw your video with Riley enjoying with her, and Megan should clearly told that no one can make Mooney dance, but Riley can. Do you agree to that?
Yeah, I mean, Riley was in a bit of a needed a bit of a nap in the afternoon, so I thought I'd try something a bit different to get a mood swinging back in favour of her parents. So it's been really awesome having Riley around the group, and obviously Jess, Megan's wife. So it adds a little bit of perspective, I guess, to everyone's day. And yeah, she's a great little baby as well. So it's been really nice to have her around.
We enjoyed the video completely, just like we enjoy your batting. So the T20 format, especially when we talk about it, the tournament changes, but the highest run getter, it's you. So you've been called the mathematician of the Australian batting unit. So tell us, what are the elements that you work on and that helps you in crunch situations to get the team to the finish line?
Not a whole lot. I think just consistency with everything that I do in terms of training and preparation and in the games, and never getting too up or too down probably is a big one for me, and making sure I can make the right decision, whether it's at the start of the game or at the end of it. So I guess having people around that can sort of help with that really makes a difference, and also being a bit of a leader and a mentor with younger players out there as well. I quite enjoy too.
So you added another feather in your cap when you registered the highest individual score in the women's 100. You just fell 3 runs short of your century there. So was it easy or difficult for the mathematician you to play in the 100 considering the format?
I don't think it's a whole lot different to T20. I really like the concept of the 100. I think just little nuances here and there in terms of, if the ball goes in the air and it gets caught, the new batter's always on strike. So I've quite enjoyed the challenge of problem solving out there, just with the format being slightly differently, and obviously 10 balls being bowled from the same end as well. It's been a really nice challenge for me to get my brain ticking over a little bit and out of my comfort zone as well. So I guess it's not a whole lot different, but it has provided some different perspectives for me personally, and obviously the team I'm playing for as well.
So we've been talking about your achievements. So do you also credit your pet Ruby for that? Because we know that story that got her and then you came back to the Australian side and there's no looking back there. It's good to have someone back home to give you those positive vibes.
Yeah, I think so. I think, if she could talk, she'd probably try and claim it all, but it's actually her birthday next week when I get home. So I'm really looking forward to going home and taking her on some walks and things like that. But definitely probably helped me come out of my shell a little bit in terms of having conversations with different people and getting out of my comfort zone there. So it's been a great 7 years or so that I've been around the Australian setup, and obviously a great 7 years having Ruby in my life too.
So happy birthday in advance to her from all of us. And as you just mentioned about the Australian setup, you guys won the T20 World Cup, the ODI World Cup, the gold in the first ever time when women's cricket made its debut at the Commonwealth Games. So tell me that one thing, according to you, that makes this Australian setup stand out amongst the rest. What's that thing that you guys work on consciously? How's the team environment? What does it go to make a team like Australia?
Yeah, I think that gets asked a lot lately. Obviously, we've been quite successful in the last few years, but a few of us have come back to just one simple thing of when our backs are against the wall, we've got each other's backs. We don't turn on each other. So I guess when you're under pressure and, feeling a bit out of your comfort zone, your tendency is to perhaps feel a bit on your own and get defensive. But in our team, when our backs are against the wall, we find a way to shift the momentum and really come together as a group and find our own, and rather than turning on each other, we build our energy and sort of turn it towards the opposition to get the game going in our favour a little bit more. And we're not we're a great team, great group of girls off the field as well. So no one's necessarily disappointed if someone else does well. I think that's one thing we do really well as a group, is be making sure we want to share in each other's success, whoever's day it is. So certainly an easy group to be around just because of the attitude and the culture that we've created there.
So recently, one of my colleagues interviewed Talia Magra, and we told her about the McMooney thing that's going on Twitter. I quite don't know if you're aware of it, but she told that she enjoys this name, this McMooney thing, and she enjoys batting with you. Are you aware of this term, and what do you make of Talia Magra? And
yeah, I've heard it thrown around a few times. I think it's pretty interesting. It obviously flows off the tongue pretty nicely, but similarly to T-Mac, I really enjoy batting with her. She's a quality player. Certainly one that's come in and played with that fearless mindset we've always spoken about within our dressing room, and obviously takes the game on and accesses different areas with the bat. And she's a great bowler as well. I think people underestimate her bowling a little bit. She's got some really cool subtle changes that are really effective in 50 over and T20 cricket. So she'll be around for many years to come, and hopefully she can continue having a huge impact on the game.
And we wish that we get to see more of McMooney in coming days. But moving on to Alyssa Healy there, so playing with her on the non-striker's end and then keeping wickets when she's batting, when you're playing against her, do you think you probably have the best seat to witness the best of Alyssa Healy when she's at the best of her batting?
Oh, definitely. It's pretty envious position to be in. I think for most people, to see me stand at the non-strikers end and watch her do her thing, I think, she's created a legacy that people remember for a long time, and hopefully she continues to create that and evolve and things like that. But certainly for me, getting to stand at the other end with some of the best players in the world and watching them go about their business is pretty special and something I'm really grateful for. And Alyssa's, I've been fortunate enough to bat with Alyssa for a long period of time now, and hopefully we've got a few more years left together.
So with the women's game is climbing bigger heights day by day. So how does it feel when a youngster comes to you and tells you that they look up to you, they want to bat like you? How's that feeling, if you can share any instance with us?
Yeah, I think I sort of make a few jokes with the kids and say you can do better and support a better player than me. But certainly I guess the game has evolved a lot in recent years, where there's a lot of young boys and girls who come out and watch in Australia and England, obviously, and they seem to know every single player. And I just think if I was a young girl now watching the game on TV, I'd be really excited about the opportunities. So I think that's the biggest one for me that I get really excited about is young girls these days. The world's their oyster. They have so many opportunities to have a platform in cricket moving forward, and hopefully they can see that it's something really achievable if they do all the right things along the way and use their resources around them. So yeah, it's really exciting.
That was lovely catching up with you, Beth. Thank you so much for joining in. We wish you all the best for all that's in store for you, and we hope that we get to see more of you in coming days, the classics that you bring on the 22 yards.
No worries. Thanks for having me.